Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty well. It is debate night. Woohoo! This is September the 29th, Tuesday. I cannot wait. I can't wait. The last time I did a video, I saw, this is so funny. I saw Biden. I was doing a reading and I saw Biden. He had a big old sandwich. He was taking a bite out of a sandwich. And I'm like, what? What's this? He's eating Trump's lunch, so I cannot wait for him to mop the floor with him and eat his lunch. Woo, go Biden. I can't wait. I know he's been prepping and everything. He's such a well-mannered man. I'm sure they had to have him loosen up on his manners, because remember when he did the other debates, like the lights would go off, they turn red, and he would be quiet. Okay, it's my time's over. When he wouldn't talk over other people that were on the podiums, he was very well mannered and it made him look bad. That's why they were calling him Sleepy Joe and stuff. That's why Trump called him that, called him names just because, he's well mannered. So I'm pretty sure they had to say, lose the manners, Joe, a little bit anyway, right? Okay, so I can't wait to watch that. That's a lot of things going on. The fires are raging again. Oh my gosh, more fires have started. Oh, you guys, Linda G had to evacuate her home. Everybody say prayers for Linda. God bless her. I pray that her home is spared. I pray it's spared. It's it's intense, you guys. It's intense. So just send your prayers to these people. They need your help and all your prayers. It'll help. Okay, a lot of people are asking me about Amy Barrett, Amy Coney Barrett. Got to say the whole name, right? Uh, Trump's pick for to replace Ginsburg. And she's only been a judge for 3 years. Now, a lot of people like her. And I got a reading and I said good things about her, and people are getting all upset. But, it's not that she's a bad person. Obviously, she's not a bad person. She's a decent, good human being. She has different views than what we may have, but that doesn't make her a bad person. As a matter of fact, I know people that I like very much, and then when I find out their political views, I'm like, really? And I thought you were a nice person. But that doesn't really mean they're bad people. It's hard to understand other people's views. It's really difficult, but it is out there. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at her. I'm going to get the cards and take a look at her in just a minute. But I just want to tell y'all a little update on my weight loss. I did my diet for 17, 18 days, something like that. I'm not on it today. I went off my diet. I needed I need a little bit of time in between. So I'm going to take a couple of days off my diet and go back. I lost 6 pounds, but it was brutal that I did it. That was a hard diet. That's that 13-day diet. If you ever look it up, it's called the Danish diet or the Copenhagen diet. It's very restrictive. It's 13 days. And then I did another 3-day diet after that. I have regular diets that I like to do. I like to do that one. I like to do a 3-day one with egg. There's certain ones that I like to do because they're real simple. You eat a can of tuna fish, something like that. It's real simple, easy to follow. You don't have to, make all these elaborate dishes, so recipes and stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to take a couple of day break. I had a Whataburger today. If y'all are from the South, Whataburgers are the burger around here. My husband was like, can I take you to lunch today? And I said, okay. But I ordered my burger and I stole a few of his fries and I drank water with mine. So it was okay. I did good. I was a good girl. So far, so good, right? And it's funny. It's like it's like the best tasting burger. As soon as you get something delicious, I told my husband, I go, if you don't eat anything good for over 2 weeks, this tastes so good. It was so delicious. I'm like, this is the best burger I've ever had in my life. But anyway, I've made a lot of fall foods already. We're having great temperature here. Our weather is fantastic. It was really cold this morning. It was, I think it was like 58 degrees, 57. That's cold for us. Now, I know if y'all live up north, it's not that cold, but believe me, it's cold here. Had my window open here and everything. It's beautiful. I think it got up to like, it might have gotten up to 80 today, but it's super dry. It's like 28% humidity, which is really weird here, but it feels absolutely fabulous. So it doesn't feel hot at all. Even at 80, it's not hot. It feels fantastic. Anyway, so I've been inspired to make soups. Yesterday, I made a potato corn chowder. I put a bunch of bacon in it. That's what made it really good. Lots of bacon. And I gave a bowl to my husband. He always says that he doesn't eat ham. He doesn't. Well, he says pork. He doesn't like pork because he wasn't raised on it, so he doesn't. He says he doesn't have a taste for it, and not that he won't eat it, but the only thing he'll eat on a pizza is ham and black olives. And of course, I make him, like a McDonald's egg McMuffin. I make him egg McMuffins all the time with ham, all the time. He probably eats a couple a week. But the bacon in the soup is just too much. He kept pulling out little pieces of bacon out of my soup, and I'm like, they were tiny little pieces. And I'm like, those will not kill you. You can eat those. It's fine. But bacon is very fat, so he's pulling out. It's too fat. Maybe he doesn't like the texture. I don't know. But it makes the soup taste so good. I made homemade bread, y'all. White yeast bread. I love it. It's delicious. I love it sliced in the morning. Myself, I only had one slice of it because I was dieting. And on one day on the diet, I could have toast. So I had a piece of toast. So I did have it one day, but I didn't get butter on it. But it was delicious. I made 4 loaves of that, gave them all to my kids. And I made a couple of loaves of banana bread. And I made another soup too. Butternut squash soup. Roasted butternut cream soup. So I put cream in it. So it was super fattening. Had butter, had cream, had butternut. Ooh, it was delicious. I took only a bite of that. I didn't eat it because that was when I was totally on my diet and I didn't even eat that at all. But and I made biscuits to go with it. I made those Cheddar Bay biscuits, like they have at Red Lobster. I made that to go with them. It was good. I love to cook for the fall. You get to start eating something besides, barbecue and salads. So now we can have soups and biscuits and breads and stuff. So that's when you really get fat. That's why I have to go on a diet right before the holidays because I start cooking. And I'm going to eat it if I'm going to cook it. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this fall weather and having a little bit of different foods on the table. It's nice. Now, tonight we're having chicken and rice. It's actually leftovers from last night because I have a lot of leftovers. I tell my husband, we're recycling this tonight. There's enough left over. Okay, let's take a look at Amy Barrett. Sorry, I'm talking a lot, y'all. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is how it goes. If you're not invested, you're like, what is this lady talking about? But thank you for stopping by. Enjoy, and welcome. All right, guys, let's take a look at here. Let's look at this Amy Barrett. What can I tell everybody? On the last video, I said that, oops, sorry. There we go, got that turned off. That Mitt Romney would vote to confirm her. I knew he couldn't pass it up. I had the cards right in here told me he's not going to be able to pass it up. He can't. He just can't. And that's right. He couldn't. Whoops, I'm dropping all the cards everywhere. So let's take a look at her, because I tried to find something. I read something that she said that she wrote an opinion or wrote something about judges shouldn't be, nominated or confirmed this close to an election. I don't know if that's true because I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. I know it was said by somebody, but I don't know if it's true. So I'm not 100% sure on that, if she said that or not. If she said that, how could she go through with it? If that's really what she said, that means that she's not honest with her own truth. That's a problem. that really is a problem. So let's take a look at her. Well, okay. Trump's here, of course. That's funny. Ten of Wands. Already she's feeling the pressure, you guys. That's what this is all, this is all about. It's more pressure than she anticipated, everybody knows any justice to be, anybody nominated to be a justice, I guess I should say, would anticipate feeling the pressure, but this is enormous. It's enormous pressure on her. It's a lot more than she thought it would be. So, it is what it is, because it's too soon for the election, because the people don't want her nominated, and she's actually feeling it. But will she do anything about it? I don't think so. Here's Trump crossing over her. Trump's right here crossing over her. He did nominate her, so it's just fitting that he's crossing right over her. Overlooking this situation is the Strength card. So she's a very strong, confident woman, y'all. She really is. And, this is what this is her dream. This is anybody that's a judge. That's their dream, to become a justice. I mean, she going to mess it up because it's too close to an election? I don't think so. Two of Swords. There's so much conflict surrounding this. She's right in the middle of all this conflict. But, more than anything, she wants to become the next justice. But she's very aware of the timeliness of this nomination. Obama wasn't allowed to, he picked Merrick, but it wasn't allowed to be confirmed. Thank you, Moscow Mitch. He wasn't able to get his nominee in because of Moscow Mitch, and now, of course, they've turned everything upside down, and they're exactly what they didn't let Obama do. They're allowing Trump to do that. So there's so much conflict around this. Of course, y'all are aware of that. That, but it's going to sway the vote, basically. This is actually an indication of the blue wave coming. Look at this. It's the blue wave coming. There's so many things set up. Even though it looks like the Republicans are all getting their way, everything's going their way, they're getting everything, it's going to really cause more people to move against the Republicans and the senators, that they can see that, it's all for them, and they don't play fair. They do not play fair. And it's, everybody's going to see that clearly, that they don't play fair at all. Okay, the next card is Nine of Pentacles. You have to give her props that she has accomplished a lot in her life. And she is well liked. As a professor, she is well liked, and she's been very successful in her life. And she also lives a very comfortable, nice life, as you can imagine. She's very comfortable. And here's the last card I pulled for her. This is the Three of Wands. I feel like for her, even though she feels so much pressure on her and everything now, and it's a lot, she's still looking forward to becoming the justice. She's looking forward to it. And it's like it's in the bag for her. It's a done deal for her. She knows that she's got to get through this confirmation time. She's gone through it before, and she knows what she's up against, even though now we have the people that are against her also, in a big way. But, she feels like she's got this all tied up. She's very confident that she's going to be confirmed. Again, thank you to Moscow Mitch. He probably told her, don't worry about it. He probably said, don't worry. Everybody's going to vote for you. Just play the game, girl. Get it through. But she's already making plans to move to DC, you guys. She's got all the plans in the works. She's like got all her ducks in a row. So, a lot of times we see this card, it's traveling or moving, so she'll be traveling back and forth, but eventually, of course, she'll have to buy a home there, have to, because her, she's going to be there for a long time. So she will be buying a home there, and she's just making plans for the future. She feels like this is in the bag. This is a done deal. Okay, that this is a reading just for her. This is, it's sad, but I think this is going to make sure that even though she gets nominated, Biden gets in the presidency, and then he can put some more justices. If we get control of the House and the Senate and everything, he can add more justices and offset her rulings. So hopefully we can do that. Even if they knock down Obamacare, even if they do that, they can put everything back in place with more justices. So everything can be fixed, you guys. This is something temporary that we're going through, but it can all be reversed, and it will be reversed by everybody voting blue. And I feel like that's what's going to happen, and just the taxes that were released, Trump's taxes. Can you believe it? Can you believe it that he only paid $750 in taxes? Can you believe it? And he's supposed to be a billionaire. And then he made fun of Obama because Obama paid over $1 million in taxes, and he tweeted out only 20% of your, went to taxes, when he made so many charitable donations with this money. And that's why he got some tax credit, I guess, because he made so many donations. Anyway, Trump doesn't make donations, that's for sure. And he owes so much money. They're saying it's 400 million, but I saw somewhere that it was, a lot more than that. So I don't know. Who does he owe that money to? We have to take a look at that, huh? I wonder who he owes that. It's probably Russia, huh? I would think that if they have his tax returns, wouldn't they have all that information? They're going to tweak it out a little bit at a time, probably. Keep it going till the election. You don't want to, if they let it all go at once, then we'll forget about it. You know how the media is, they'll just attack it, and then after a few days, it's fallen off the radar. So hopefully they'll just let out a little bit at a time. And I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to learn just a little bit more at a time. So I'm going to take a look at Trump here. What's Trump going to be doing? Let's look at it like this. Let's look at it like this. How's Trump going to be feeling after this debate? I mean, we know his ego is huge. It's possibly that I did great. It was the best. I was the best ever. I did fantastic. I made a powerful speech. You know how he talks? He's such an idiot. He talks like such an idiot. I noticed the words like bigly, stupid things he used to say. He stopped saying that kind of thing. Bigly. I haven't heard him say that in a while. Isn't it weird how he moves so stiffly when he's talking? Y'all ever notice that? When he's talking, he like moves to certain sides, and it's like I have to rotate my body. My neck won't move. Have you noticed that he's very stiff? If him and Joe Biden wrestled, I bet Joe Biden would beat him. I bet he would. Didn't he say something one time that he wanted to smack him down or something? I think so. Joe Biden. I'm sure he does. God, I hope he lets him have it. I hope he lets him have it. Please, Joe, don't be a gentleman tonight. Do not be a gentleman. How's Trump going to feel? You guys tell me, how's Trump going to feel after the debate? What can I tell everybody? How's he going to feel? Let's take a look. How's he going to feel after the debate? What's going to be going on with him? I'm pretty sure that Trump's been, having to go to the bathroom a whole lot since this tax thing. Hit the air, to put it nicely. Oh, he thinks he did. He thinks he did just fine. He's such an egotistical person. He really is. He really, really is. Okay, let's take a look here. Sorry, my husband opened the door. I'm like, I'm doing a reading. Excuse me. He's like, oh, aren't you going to come watch the news with me? I told him I'll be there in a minute. All right. So the first card that I have here is the Tower. So I don't think it's going to go so well for Trump. And he is, he ain't going to be too happy about it for sure. Remember how he looked when he came off the helicopter when he got back from his crappy first rally that he came back from? I think it was Tulsa, and his tie was off, and he was carrying his hand. And he was all, yeah, it's gonna be really bad for him. Y'all know what the Tower means. So it's a disaster. It's chaos for him. It's not gonna go good for him. He ain't gonna be happy about it. He ain't gonna be feeling too good about it. Next card, Page of Swords. Of course, Trump is going to say this is fake news because Biden's going to bring up things like his taxes. This is about gossip and stuff. So Trump's just going to say this is gossip. This is just fake news. And I'm telling you, Trump is going to want to put this debate behind him as fast as possible. He's just going to want to move past it. He's just trying to get through it, live through it, and get past it. That's it. And, he's just going to do it Trump style. Ace of Cups. This is truly, but for both candidates, it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity to shine, to show up. And unfortunately for Trump, all his past errors and all his, past lies, all his deceitful actions, everything, they're all going to come up in this debate. All the things are going to come up. That's what the tears are. The tears are overflowing here. This is an opportunity, but he hasn't handled the past things well. So all those things he's done in the past are going to they're being vomited back up during this debate. And he is not going to be happy about it at all. He's going to be very upset. And I just see that Biden is going to be attacking his record of the past, and especially, of course, on the response to the coronavirus. So again, it's not going to go well for him. He's not going to be happy about that at all. All his past is coming back to haunt him. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to shine. But because of all these things he's done in the past, he ain't going to shine. He's going to look bad. He's going to look really bad. But Trump will say, this is Trump, he will declare that he won the debate. He will declare that he did great. He will, and of course, his core supporters will be there, patting his back and saying that he did a great job. But that's just the core supporters. It doesn't matter. He could take a dump on stage and they'd say, that was a good number 2. Sorry, you guys. That's just the way it is. It is. So he's going to he's going to act like he did fantastic. And there's, his core supporters are going to say Trump did a great job and yay. But we know we're going to watch it with our own eyes and we're going to see what's going on. Queen of Wands. Now, of course, as we expected, this is that creative energy. And he's got a lot of creative energy. He really does. He's going to be tweeting like crazy. And then what he'll do. He's going to do the wag the dog thing. He's going to do a distraction because he's going to have failed miserably. He's going to want to put this behind him as quickly as he can. So he's going to do a distraction. He's going to start, talking about some other crap and trying to distract everybody and focus on the next thing that Trump's doing and stop talking about how miserable he was in the debate. So, that's his strong point, distraction. So he's very creative at that. So yeah, he's not going to do well in this debate. He really isn't. And I think he's just going to look we all, you and me, you guys, we know how we feel about him and how he looks already. But there's going to be more people looking at him differently now. He's a tax evader. He's tax fraud. I mean, what good things can you say about this guy? I don't understand. Who's supporting him and why? I do not get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But anyway, so you guys enjoy the debate. Get you a snack, get some popcorn, and sit down. And it's 90 minutes of a free for all. I wouldn't doubt it if they started rolling around. But Trump would lose for sure because he's talk about moving slow. I think he'd move a lot slower than Biden. Biden is wiry and thin and he's fast, a lot faster than Trump. Anyways, guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. This is going a little long, kind of went silly here. Sorry about that. You know me. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful night. It's 5:30 here, so it's news time. Got to go watch the news. They're going to talk about the debate and get ready for the debate. Go have dinner. You guys have a wonderful evening. Love you so much. Oh, and if you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. You can email me and we can figure out a reading. Still got a few pendulums left if y'all like to get some. I think I have 4 of them left. They're almost all sold out, but I'll get some more. Anyway, thank y'all so much. Love you guys. Like I said, if you're new, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'm reading all your comments. I appreciate them. I love you guys so much, and I really, really appreciate your support. So you guys take care and put some pumpkin spice in your coffee. It's delicious. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to y'all. Bye for now.